At one stage we only had about 300 mil, about 30 centimetres of water under the keel.
Hitchies are just going to be doing a happy dance going through these holes.
There are too many horror stories about people getting pulled out of their boats by crocs. Barra out there, smashing all these fish. That's my first barramundi ever.
I'm creating art.
Hello, this is Heidi, Zara and Josh. We decided to pack up and send it, adventuring, sailing, catching and cooking our way around Australia. Follow us on our new adventure on board Sailing Catamaran Pacific Star. After spending 2 nights on Keeper Reef, it was time to keep moving north. We spent a night at Palm Island before moving on to tackle the Hinchinbrook Channel.
This is what's in the brochure. Sailing along at like 4 or 5 knots, no crappy conditions, no swell, protected by islands. Some island over there, I don't even know what that's called. Another one over there, don't even know what that's called. We're going somewhere, I don't even really know where, but there is a pub, so pretty happy about that. Just approaching Lucinda now. Should be an interesting entry. Just looking at the Bible, doesn't really say too much, but Navionics saying it's super shallow, like 600 mil of water in some parts, and we're at low tide, at about a 700 low tide, so 1.1, so this could be interesting. We might only have about 300 or 400 mil of water under the keels as we're going through. See how we go. One and a half. Whew. Probably should be looking outside at what's going on. Right, so there's an extra 500 mil under here because it's put on the hull underneath. The keel's 500. All right, we might be out of the real dodgy part. We might be onto a win here. At one stage we only had about 30 centimetres of water under the keel. That's alright. Things you do just to go get a pub feed, eh?
Another bay, another beer. Phew.
We recommend dropping anchor here and going for a pub feed at the local tavern. Plus they have a pool for their patrons.
Every now and then. We're in the Hinchinbrook Channel now.
And I'm trying to sandfly through our rooms. Hitchies are just going to be doing a happy dance going through these holes.
Yeah.
Bungee jumping through these holes.
They will.
Anyway.
We're just riding the tide into an anchorage somewhere, and we might try to have a crab and a fish. Apparently this place is pretty good for like barramundi and mangrove jack and stuff like that. So give it a crack.
Shitload of crocodiles swimming everywhere.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see some crocs. We haven't seen any yet. Just dropped the anchor and realised that we drifted into way too shallow water. So we're doing it again. The gypsy on our anchor winch is absolutely knackered. So when you go to put the anchor down, the chain just skips over the teeth on the gypsy and it just goes ballistic and goes all the way down, all in one big heap. And when we go to pull the anchor up, I literally have to do the last bit by hand because the teeth on the gypsy can't handle the weight of the anchor. So hopefully when we get to Cairns we can sort that out. 3 attempts to anchor. That was a little bit annoying. Just cruising up some creeks, going to throw a couple of traps in and have a little fish. See if we can pick up a barramundi or a mangrove jack. Sitting on my bucket. Not sitting up on the side. Around here, too many crocs. Too many horror stories about people getting pulled out of their boats by crocs. Doesn't sound like too much fun to me. fish action over there. And I've got a rock. How good. Barra out there, smashing all these fish. I just picked one up. Didn't bring the bloody GoPro out, but that's alright. See how we go. Another hook up, I got a bit excited, but oh. Looks like a baby barramundi in there. How would you be? 2 in one day, just different sizes. Look at this little weapon. I'll come back for you in a little while.
We'll see you in a minute.
Yay!
Are you excited?
Yeah! Sky is all funny, funny! Come sky! They're going down.
Barramundi! Barramundi! Has Daddy got a barramundi? Woo! Have you got a barramundi?
Barra.
First barra. Is it a metre?
No. It's good enough. Well, it's not a metre, but it's about 650 just over. So that's my first barramundi ever. Little baby Christ sweet lip. How cool is that? I got a bloody stingray. You. Creating it up.
I'm creating it up. So we got leek, we got butter with chili oil, garlic, ginger, butter, and parsley. This is definitely yours.
Secret to doing fish packets and fish on the coals. Make sure there's heaps of moisture in there. Oh,
I'll
yeah.
do more bigger.
I think you.
Damn. It's good.
Tastes terrible. Absolutely terrible.
They're horrible.
Damn, I'm a great cook.
This is my recipe.
What? Just leaving Morseby River. Just did an overnighter. Got the sugar and wood chip kernel there.
Cairns just around the corner. Our final destination before we head home for a month.
We spent a couple of nights at Marlin Marina so we could clean up the boat and get her ready for 6 weeks on her own. We managed to have a good look around Cairns. It was nice to be able to enjoy the sights and scenes of civilization after spending a few weeks in remote locations. So we're leaving the Marlin Marina today and we're tying up to the piling moorings for about a month. We're going to check them out right now because we've never tied up before, so Josh has prepped some ropes, hook, and fingers crossed it's going to be easy. This is our gap here. We're pretty stoked because it's not far from where we've just come from. Have a good view of all the boats and the tugs and the navy boats. So we've just got to put a plan into place now to tie up to this bad boy. What's your thought?
Same as usual. Sweet. Got a couple of ropes on and nose up to it, and we'll just kind of drift back with the wind and the tide.
If you're interested in a pile mooring, they can be booked through the Marlin Marina.
What's left? Cairns Marina. Heading over to Pacific Star home 4 or 5 weeks. Picked up one of these pile moorings because they're super cheap, like less than 300 a month. Pretty happy about that. Get that port one on first.
After seeing how our mooring lines were reacting to a few tide cycles, we were more than confident Pacific Star would be safe while we were gone. 7 months as full-time liveaboards, with all the ups and downs, we were definitely looking forward to a bit of a boat break.
Oh no.
What's on, Dad?
We only got one more beer.
Back home to the most isolated city in the world. 2 hours into the flight and Zara's going crazy.
3, 2, 1.
We returned back to Perth, spending 5 weeks catching up with family and friends. Happy birthday, dear Kitty! Go cheese! We even went out and helped a mate muster up some cows. And we also enjoyed a few meals out. And it was nice to get loose with some mates. You excited? Going on that plane right there. Bye bye Perth. See you next.
Tide's changed, so time to go. Not too bad. At least we got a feed.
This is your captain speaking.
I'm back. This is going to be fun. Just whacking together a bit of seafood linguine.
Please like our video. Thank you.